All right, it was 1 year ago tomorrow that the people of this country first stood up and said enough of politicians enriching themselves while billionaires and bankers drool over the blaze that once was the American people, that once was the American family. We stood up, we said this is bullshit, this is horseshit, this is the shit of many different types of animals. We did. We stood up, and unless the answer that they think they're doing right now is to make the bankers drool so much that they accidentally put out the blaze they themselves ignited, then no one anywhere is trying to turn this con game around. It was 1 year ago that the biggest protest in a generation started right here. Right? We stood up and we fought this shit. We were against everything. We were against the media. We were against the corporations. The media, one of the first articles the New York Times wrote about Occupy was that it was wreaking havoc on area bathrooms. They care more about the harm done to area bathrooms than they care about the harm done to millions of Americans by foreclosures and Wall Street titans who make Charlie Sheen's moral compass look like that of Rosa Parks. That's what they care about. That's the media. They said the mothers were having trouble getting their strollers around police barricades. Well, God forbid the revolution get in the way of your evening stroll with little baby trust funds. God forbid. That's what the media was saying. And the billionaires are richer than they've ever been. Now they're going after, we just heard a speech about it, now they're going after teachers and unions. Teachers are heroes. Teachers deal with those little shitheads all day long, and they get paid less than the guy at the zoo in charge of making sure the hippos fuck. Like, really? Going after teachers, and they're going after unions. And the unions are responsible for tiny, forgettable things like a weekend and healthcare if you got it. And getting children out of the workplace alone was crucial because children are shitty workers. They don't know what they're doing, hitting all kinds of buttons on the factory floor, lopping dudes' arms off. You're like, what do you mean, whoopsie? You've worked here 4 years. Since you were 3, you should have this shit down by now.
Tell them, Lee.
Really, they're going after now they're buying our elections. That's what they're doing now. Purchasing our elections. The amount of money dumped into this election is absolutely insane. It's insane, all right? And it's due largely because of Citizens United, which declared that corporations are now people, right? Corporations are now people. They have all the rights of people. That's how it is. So they can now fully fund this campaign, this election. And people like to say, look, money has always been in our elections. They always used to run around. Yeah, but it was different. They used to have to run around to each one of us and say, give me a couple of bucks so I can beat that other dickhead. All right? That used to be it. Now it's like 4 guys that they go to. And people go, well, no, they still run around campaigning. They're kissing babies and everything. That's CGI. Those babies are CGI. All right? You think they can put Sigourney Weaver on Planet Avatar, but they can't put a baby in Mitt Romney's mouth? That's CGI. It is, and so now they're funding these elections, and the corporations are people thing is utterly preposterous. You know, what's the famous quote for the famous Shakespeare line from Shylock? It was if you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you prick us, do we not bleed? So trying to prove that they are people. So I've gone around to corporations trying to tickle the fuck out of them, all right? And they don't laugh, they don't chuckle, they don't chortle. And then I did that next part about making their prick bleed. And it doesn't work. They don't even have a fucking prick, all right? They're not people, but so they run around trying to buy our elections, and the media won't even cover it. But people are tired of this shit. People are tired of greed over good, of profitable pollution over people, of war for wealth over the welfare of average citizens. People are sick of this shit. This is a thought revolution, all right? That's what it is. It's different. It's different than a traditional revolution. It's a revolution of the mind, and it's not going to be dissuaded by pepper spray, police barricades, driving rain, all right? Pepper spraying us is like throwing water on gremlins. The more you do it, the more of us fucking show up. This is is a revolution of the mind, and it's not going to fit easily into your Pilates schedule, all right? It's not going to wait until after your dinner party, your hair appointment, your tummy tuck, or titty tilt. This is a thought revolution, and it's not going to be televised as Gil Scott-Heron told us, but it will be digitized and posted on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and anywhere real ideas are told. You might have to scroll through a couple of invites to Farmville, but it'll be in there. It'll be in there. All right, this is a thought revolution, and it would, however, like to apologize for shitting all over everyone's apathy. But what could we do? The public restrooms weren't working. And that is our number one problem in this country, apathy. The amount of apathy in this country, just sit around. It's utterly ridiculous, and you can't even survive in this civilization with apathy. You can't even talk to someone. There's no apathy marches. You know, what do we want? We don't know. When do we want it? You tell us. It doesn't exist, so we gotta punch apathy in the dick and slap it in the vag. We do. We gotta move past that shit, and that's what this is. That's what this is. It's moving past apathy, because there's nothing the corporations that rule this society like more than apathy. All right, they are continuing to suck all the wealth to the top 1%. The six heirs of the Walmart fortune have the same amount of wealth as the bottom 40% of this country. 155 million people. And you don't have to be a physics professor to understand that top-heavy things collapse. That's what they do, all right? All you have to do is picture Philip Seymour Hoffman sitting on the shoulders of Natalie Portman. It doesn't last long. It doesn't last long. Some of these corporations do nothing but suck and suck and suck like Eddie Murphy movies. And that's why we have to stand up against it. And people aren't just apathetic, they're misinformed because they're going to the mainstream media to learn about their shit. And this media, it's a catastrophe. And as Jello was saying, I'm not going to defend any of the mainstream media, but it was a pretty funny study they did where they found out that people who watch Fox News know less about what's happening in the world than people who watch no news at all. Like, that's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing, because no one would keep watching a sports channel that made them dumber about sports. Just walking around like, yeah, the Lakers beat Tiger Woods. And people are like, I don't even watch sports, but I'm pretty sure one of those was a basketball team and the other was like a tiger or something. People are misinformed. I think what we should do, we can make people more informed. We just need better media. We just need better media. The media also wanted to say it's only young people down here. It's only young people who care about this shit. Bullshit. Look around you. It's every age, race, color, and creed. All right? And even if it were only young people, who the hell should care about this shit? Who's got to sit around in it for the next 70 years? Who's got to sit around in this, drinking the tainted water, eating the mutated fish, watching the fetid reality shit on TV, create a nation of malignant imaginations? It's us, all right? It's young people who have to sit in this rancid bathwater, twiddling our thumbs and flicking our ding-dongs and going, hey, remember back when we could have changed this shit? We should have, done something. And our kids are going to ask us, where were you when we could have gone a different path? And what are you going to say? Well, there was a popular game where you slingshot these birds at these towers, so I did a lot of that. Hey guys, I would like to keep in touch with you because you're the most amazing people in the world. I'm at leecamp.net and at leecamp on Twitter. And let me just close by saying this. The Mayans say that the world's going to end in a couple of months. And I think they might be right because another world is possible. Keep fighting.